as well. Make sure you guys remember, sponsored by Ham's Homemade Cookies, Ball Academy. We in the building. Make sure you guys check us out. Thanks for all the people on Facebook. Thanks for all the people on YouTube. Thanks for all the people on Twitch. And thanks for all the people on Twitter, aka Periscope. We appreciate you up front. Hey man, without further ado, we just gonna get it to the crew. Fellas, how we doing this evening? Jorge, what's going on, bro?
What's up, guys? Getting ready for another little bit of snow over here, man. Just trying to stay warm here on the East Coast. But I'm good. I'm good. Happy for the show. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it going. Like Jerm said, thank you guys for following. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we do this for y'all. Hey, Ty, how you doing, buddy?
Man, I'm doing great. I can't complain because I'm not dealing with all that snow y'all dealing with. Y'all keep that over there. I'm going to stay in my nice desert lane over here. Valley of the Sun, please shine on me. So no disrespect, but, I'm just going to enjoy, what I got over here. So I'm going to stay in my little Arizona lane, stay in my little bubble. I'm still inside the house. Y'all be safe out there. Much love from the dish. Let's do this.
Man, look, we got a nice jam-packed show for you guys this evening. I want you guys to go ahead, sit back, pop your popcorn. We're about to get this thing going. So let's start at the top. We have a situation on our hands where we want to talk. We're going to take a couple of minutes out of the opening part of this show, and we want to talk about Pedro Gomez. So first things first, fellas, Ty, I'm going to start with you. Let's talk about Pedro Gomez and his contribution to the MLB.
Well, obviously, when you see the outpouring of grief and just shock from MLB players, from his peers, fellow sports writers, journalists, columnists, people at ESPN, Pedro Gomez was well respected, well loved. Nobody had a bad thing to say about the man. He, was a success story of, coming from humble beginnings, born from, Cuban parents, and just had a real love for the game. When you think about baseball writers and what they do and how much they cover and where he has been in his life for the different newspapers, columns he contributed before being part of ESPN, it's a lot, but he still had his human touch on it and never missed that connection, that human connection between the sport and everyone that loves the sport or people who are interested in the sport. I know very well how great his writing is. He was a contributor for the Arizona Republic. So I've seen some of his articles. I've, seen a lot of his work from ESPN, remember a lot of the things that he's covered and done. And it's unfortunate that, he's gone, but his work will live on. The love that, he has from all will love and will remain on. And I'm just, shocked that we lost another great writer, kind of like when we lost Siku Smith, somebody I would read a lot. And funny story, I reading up on Pedro, his actual favorite moment that he covered, and I can't believe he covered it. He was actually, and this is to, shout out to Mo Shefty, he was actually at the Bartman game, that infamous Cubs moment where Steve Bartman interrupted Moises Alou for that foul ball. And he was there. He said that was one of his favorite moments to cover. That's funny, just because who cares about the Cubs? But shout out to Eddie Banks as well. Yeah, I'm throwing shade, but he was definitely known for his coverage of Barry Bonds too, when Barry Bonds broke Hank Aaron's record and covering that. So salute to you, Pedro, and many accomplishments, great work. And I'm glad that he was able to contribute not only to the Hall of Fame as one of the baseball writers of the Association of America, but just a great voice. And you hate to lose great voices.
Jorge, what do you want to add to this?
Yeah, man, just adding to that, and it sucks that we're talking about another loss and, baseball icon, just like we did last week with Hank Aaron, but this time on the writers, the side of it. And it's just sad, man. He was only 58 years old. And unfortunately, now the only thing to be remembered by and it was going to live on is the memories that he gave us while he was talking during games and also his his writing ability. He covered a lot, and he covered a lot, especially in the West Coast. He covered Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, the Bash brothers when they were over there, and then he went on to cover also Barry Bonds as he in that 3-year stretch that he came upon Babe to tie Babe Ruth and then overtake Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron for the home run record. And it's crazy. Like Ty said, now he's gone, and unexpectedly, he was only 58 years old. The other thing I want to add, not only about Pedro Gomez, but this goes for everyone out there. Tell the people that you love and that you care for that you love them, because you just never know. I mean, he just passed away unexpectedly. One day you're here talking, tweeting, having fun, doing what you love. Next day, next second, you're gone. You can't say I love you to that person. Just, make sure you do that. It's really important that that person and you tell them that you love them. That's basically what I want to say.
Hey man, at the end of the day, we know that when people pass away, especially when we bring, have those attachments to them based on some of our sports and in life and things like that, the biggest thing it does put things into perspective of life where, it just says appreciate the people that you do have around you, people appreciate the people that you have in your corner at all times. So of course we want to always show and salute to those who are extremely, saddened by his passing. But more importantly, man, I just want to say, when people die, for me, it's a celebration of the things that they brought to the table, a celebration of maybe some of the moments that we share with those people. And that's where we are with this, you know. So let's continue to celebrate him, um, celebrate the things that he did well, celebrate the excellence that he put forth. And I think that's the best way for us to cope with the passing of Pedro Gomez. So with that being said, let's move on to the next portion of the show. We got some MLB protocol stuff we want to gonna update everybody on now. Um, First and foremost, February 17th, that is the voluntary reporting day. So you'll see some people who are going to be voluntary reporting there. On the 26th, that is the mandatory reporting day for all of our baseball players. And the next day, which is the 27th, is the official start of spring training. So the MLB at the end of this month will be coming back in full effect. Make sure you guys are ready for that, fellas. Are you getting excited? How do you feel it?
Oh yeah, I'm real excited. Baseball is officially about to begin, man. Next week, basically 1 week, will be when they have to report. Well, not have to; it's optional. And then a week from there, it'll be mandatory. Just a couple of things I want to touch on as far as protocols go. A couple of things that change. It seems, very, very, very minor changes for MLB. Nothing really crazy. Before the season starts, or even season and also spring training, they're gonna have the players and the staff quarantine 5 days at home prior to going to the site where they're gonna go. So it's good on their part, MLB's part, to take care of that before anybody even travels, just to make sure that there's no positive testing. And then every single team is going to have, let's say, a team that tracks contact tracing and also positive and negative tests on each team, which is either ran by the GM or their assistant GM. So that way they can know who has tested positive, where they have tested positive, and who they have come in contact with. That's really important because as we saw last year, there was like a 3-week stretch, and excuse me if I laughed there, but it was pretty bad by the Marlins, where there was like 8 or maybe 10 players that were positive, and they got to a point to where the Marlins needed to sign players off the waiver wire just to be able to put a team on the field, which was pretty bad, and that needs to be controlled better, and especially by each team, because last year it looks like it wasn't really taken that serious. Other thing is, as we head into the playoffs, they have to be in the hotel room, and they cannot really leave the hotel and go party, go meet up with other players. People will be fined. People will be probably suspended if that's to happen. Last year was kind of loose. It wasn't really that much in writing as far as what was going to happen. But this year, it seems to be that they're trying to do a better job from people, from the virus going from one person to another, especially with the second strand. So that's stronger and transmits a lot faster and higher percentage. So there's a lot of good things that they're trying to do. Let's see if hopefully it works. Hopefully it helps. We don't want to see anybody get sick, especially like last year. And hopefully those stuff they have in place, corrects it.
Ty, anything you want to add to this?
I'm just thankful that the league wants to pump some resources into making sure players, as well as the communities they impact, can get great testing. There seems to be a desire to want to really hone in on contact tracing, and hopefully the league is ready to hold certain adults who don't want to act like responsible adults accountable. That's what these protocols seem to convey. But at the end of the day, we have to remind ourselves that when you're out on the town and you just had a great game and you want to go get something to eat and celebrate, are you going to be the one who's like, hey guys, let's go get a couple of drinks, let's go get some food, and find yourself in a compromising position where now you're being quarantined or suspended or worse, losing your salary. So it seems like the league is ready to take this seriously, but it's a long season. I'm concerned about how in some areas, which we know there are some problem states that they'll allow fans, that can be a recipe for a disaster. Because you have to not only hold your players accountable, staff, stadium staff, but now fans that want to connect with players too. And how can you control all of that in a 162 game season? But I'm happy we get a full season. I'm happy that there's a sort of feeling in the air that this is serious and that we want to be professional. So shout out to the MLB for wanting to be professionals. It's on the rest of everybody else to be aligned with that professionalism.
Yeah.
Man, look, I just want to make sure that we are very, very, very straightforward when we say this. We just want to make sure everybody's healthy. We want to make sure everybody's safe. And the biggest thing here at the scene is we just want to see we want to see good baseball. So I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to see anything bad happen to any of these guys. So let's take care of it early. Let's do the things that we have to do. And let's make sure that we ensure that the player safety is the first thing that we take care of. So shouts out to the MLB for those particular procedures and protocols that they're putting in place first. Good job. So with those things being said, now the big news that we've had over the last week and a half is we got. Yeah, see, I shouldn't even introduce the topic. Basically what happens is we got Trevor Bauer, who has decided to sign with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
You don't say.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I didn't say. So with that being said, initial reactions. We know the Mets were a part of this. We know that the New York market and the LA market were the two finalists in the Trevor Bauer sweepstakes, and he chose to go home, going back to Cali. That's where he chose to go. Jorge, I'm going to start with you. We're going to be sensible about this. Initial thoughts and everything like that, and let's just then we'll pass it the time for overreactions.
Wow.
Well, I'm probably going to overreact right now, but my first thought was blocking Ty on every single platform and not ever talking to him again.
Hey, man, we it's still possible.
Because, man, we were talking about this last week to where the Mets were in it, and then he was like, what if the Dodgers, sweep the rug from underneath them? And what happens? exactly that. And as a Met fan, I was like, here we go again. Here we go again. And I'm going to have to hear Ty's mouth. And he's just going to talk about it all week, which he did. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Because the Dodgers are not going to win the World Series this year. And that's what I'm sticking to. That's what I'm going to go with. I don't care. And Ty, you can say what you want, but that's a lot of money that you guys are giving the dude. A lot of money that you guys are giving the guy. 3 years, $40 million first year, 45 the second year, and then it dips down to 17 million the last year, which equals $102 million. We offered him more money too, and he said no. He was like, nah, I'm going to LA. I felt like he punched us in the gut, to be honest, which it's not fun. But it's all right. It's all right. Ty, you can keep him. I hope he wins 2 games, has an 8 ERA, and loses about 14 or so. What you guys say about that?
See, I respect your opinion. I'm allowing you. Hey, you had your moment to speak to the people. You served your food. But now it's my time. Time. Welcome to Time Through, where we are eating and eating good. We full over here. Shout out to Rachel Luba. That's the person in the background who masterminded this deal. She got Bauer paid. I wish that was my agent. Yeah, he's the highest paid player in the league right now. Come on. How I feel? If you're a South Park fan, you may remember Eric Cartman and Scott Tenorman. Right now, Jorge is my Scott Tenorman. He has all these tears. I'm just licking them up. Just, I enjoy these tears. Give me the tears. Give me the tears. All right, come on. Give me the tears. Just gonna lick them up.
Man.
So you may be salty with those tears. You may be real salty, but guess what? We will be back in the postseason. We are still the defending reigning champs, and we will repeat. I'm going to speak it into existence, just like I spoke this deal into existence. I told you, I tried to warn you last week. The what if? Yes, you offered, security and longevity with a longer contract. Yes, you offered a lot of money. But this, like Victor Sweet on Four Brothers, this is a sweet deal. And Rachel, I like how you do business. So welcome to the Blue Crew. Everything's okay in Dodgerland.
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
First of all,
I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to be mad when it comes to game 4 or 5 in the NLCS when Noah beats Bauer and we go to the World Series. I can't wait for that.
Gotta get there first.
Oh, we'll boy. So with all of the shade that's going on around here, and with all of the pettiness from Ty here, I'll just say this. Bauer was a very, very, very big piece that people have been trying to acquire this offseason. He's a hot commodity. So when the Mets had the opportunity, you threw the money at him. It's not even about the money. It could be a cultural thing. Who knows? Coming off of a World Series, who looks better than a World Series winner? Let's ask ourselves that question. Let's be fair. Who looks better than a World Series winner who's coming back with basically all the pieces that they had last year that got them to win, and you know that you can come and you can add something to what they already have? That's kind of what happened here. And it's nothing wrong with it. I think it has to happen sometimes in sports for us to see. But if Bauer for some reason regresses this season, Ty,
it's still a sweet deal.
I mean,
3 years.
The only thing about the deal, well, it benefits Bauer a lot because if he does regress, he's going to get paid more for his second year than his first year, $5 million more. Now, if he continues to regress, it's going to be horrible for him in his third year because he's going to get paid $17 million. But if he pitches the way he pitched last year in his I don't know, whatever 15 starts he had, whatever it was, he can opt out after the second year, making 85 million in 2 years, and then go into get another contract about the same kind of contract or whatever he wants to do. And the other thing I want to touch about, Jerm, is we were talking last week about marketing. How about the marketing he was doing for himself there on YouTube and all between the Mets and LA, where he was, giving away merchandise, putting merchandise out there. He even put the video on there. He kind of made it seem like that time where LeBron was a free agent and he decided to take his talent to Miami. That whole big skeptical. We were talking about that. Players need to market themselves better, and he did that week, or those 2 days, excuse me. Imagine if it would have gone through the weekend. He would have gotten even more publicity. He would have put out more videos, but he decided, to punch us in the gut before the weekend and ruined a lot of Met fans' weekends or weekend.
Mm-hmm. Look like you're going to be ruining a lot of Mets fans' seasons. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. But I'm here for this. I'm here for the drama. I'm here for it.
Sign me up.
I mean,
well, I want you to talk, Jeremy, talk about how that, because you're an LA fan. Talk about your starting rotation now, as far as now Bauer being in your rotation. What does that do for you guys? Or do you think he's goes in the number 1 slot, or you think he's going to go in the number 2? What do you think they're going to do?
Well, when you get paid that much, you better be number 1. Opening day, put him out there. Like, we don't spend, pennies to not let them shine. Gotta let them shine. So he who spends the cash has the last laugh. That's why, opening day, we're going to start with him. When we, win our World Series, he can celebrate that trophy. And that's going to be cool. But I expect this to take pressure off of Kershaw. He can relax and enjoy himself. Kershaw with no pressure equals a good Kershaw, an efficient Kershaw. He's, a savvy veteran now. He's not, the dominant, ace that he used to be. But this helps. Walker, now he gets to decide, hey, do I want to go toe for toe? Like Bauer, comes to the dugout or the clubhouse, is like, hey, I just put up 10 Ks. Walker's like, hold my beer. And he comes out the next game, he wants to put up 12 Ks. Competition. Just Dave, don't mess this up. Like, keep everything loose, keep everything fun. Let Trevor earn his money, and he's going to do that. He's going to do that.
Oh, Dave
Jeremy,
is.
Let me be great. Let me be great, Jeremy. You sound. There's something on your chest. What's on your chest right now?
I just really hope this works out, because I just don't want to be the guy that comes and be like, "Hey Ty, hey yo Ty, is everything okay?" Because you know what happens if for some reason the Dodgers don't. This is a championship or bust season, correct or incorrect?
Yeah.
Don't give us no.
It's hard to repeat, damn it. Like, who goes back to back?
It was a championship or bust season last year for you guys. So, and you had the biggest piece available out there.
Let's stop. Let's stop right here. Jorge, let's stop. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna downplay it just in case they fail.
No, I'm just calling it as I see it. That's a fact.
You call it what as you see it. So what you're saying right now, Ty, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, out there listening, out there watching, please make sure you let us know what you guys think. Is this a win or is this a make or break season when it comes down to it? Win or lose, either you win the whole thing or it's a lost season. You just paid a man $40 million to be a part of a rotation that was already dominant last year. So you just added a guy who's an ace, who you added a right-handed pitcher to go with your other left-handed pitcher. And Ty, are you really going to sit here and insult my intelligence?
Dish viewers, don't be hypocrites. The Yankees, before we had the biggest payroll, I gotta say we have the biggest payroll now. Yankees for years, probably decades, my whole life have spent money like it's water. Was every year, winter or bust season for them. Garrett Cole was like, how much did Cole get? He started this.
Yeah, but
Yankees started this, and this is the thanks I get. Hello. Like, yes, we're here now. This is LA's time, but all this pressure for what? For what? Y'all gonna have me in my feelings? Don't have me in my feelings,
ladies and gentlemen. I just want you to know, the top through is about to be closed because I'm about to mute this man. This man is crazy. Why would he tell me? Listen, Ty. You better win the World Series. You better win the World Series. It don't matter if you come up short by 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, whatever. This is you better win the World Series. This is a you better season. You do not win a World Series and then come back and get better and then say that it's not a winner go home season. Are you serious? Are you really trying to put that narrative out there, bro? Don't you dare.
No, stop. I'm just saying it's hard to repeat, okay?
Pitching is the one thing that you guys do not have to worry about. Jorge, do you agree?
I agree, but hey, let me read these comments. It's gonna have you laughing. Jay says, hey, Ty, use your McRig powers to deflect the slander.
Oh.
And then he says, boneless wing slander repellent.
Real personal. See, for all those who wants to be scene correspondents, you got to have thick skin. Luckily, I have that thick skin because I'm a champion. Whether you like it or not, I'm a strut. I got to strut.
Hey, man, this man said boneless wing slander repellent. All right, see? Hey, man, so for everybody out there, so y'all know, his name should be chicken nuggets because that's what he eats. He think boneless wings are not chicken nuggets.
They are.
That's another thing we can ask. Are boneless wings chicken nuggets? That's another question y'all can answer in the comments. When you see this video, are boneless wings chicken nuggets?
We're gonna need a whole show for that one. We're gonna have a whole mock trial.
Man.
We'll get the Law and Order. It will be a Law and Order episode.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, you're gonna stand trial. That's what you're gonna do.
As we wrap up here in the last few minutes of the show, final thoughts. What are some of the final thoughts today for the show and moving forward to going into the MLB season? Ty, let's start with you.
Thank you. That was very kind of you, Germ, and very gracious. It's gentleman Germ right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Germ. But my thoughts for this, I'm just happy to have a full season. I think this will allow for players to get in more of a rhythm and flow. And I'm happy that, my Dodgers, are in conversation as far as repeating. What more could you ask for after going how long we did without a championship? And now we won one. People said it was an asterisk season. Now we can win one again and shut everybody the hell up. So bring it on. Sign me up for that. And I hope the Dodgers do it. I will be on here showing my whole entire, I'm not going to say it because, kids may be watching, but I will be happy to go live and celebrate and talk and strut some more, when we get, our second World Series back to back. Drake back to back all year. I know he's Canadian, but who cares?
Jorge, final thoughts.
Hey, Ty, I just can't wait to have a full season and tell him, I told you so. You lost to the Mets. We're going to the World Series. That's what I can't wait for. That's it.
Did you beat the Royals? Did you beat the Royals when you had the chance?
Over.
Did you?
Let me tell you something. We is not about to sit here and let this man walk around and flex his chest
right?
like he missed a big chest all year.
The beef right here.
Hey
Where's
man,
the
I
beef?
just want you to
The beef
know.
right here.
Right, I just want y'all to know we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Looking forward to the MLB season. We'll be back next week. Wednesdays will be our day here at the Dish. So you guys just be, get ready to come on and enjoy, enjoy our weekly segment of the Dish. Again, make sure you check us out on Twitch, _scene. Make sure you check us out on Twitter, _the, Instagram, the.scene. Of course, YouTube channel, the capital T HE, capital S, capital C, capital E, capital N. And make sure you also check out the Facebook fan page, Scene, all capital letters, SCEN. Fellas, it's been a great show. We appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen at home, we here at the Scene just want to say thank you for listening, and we out.